Hello everyone! Hello, and welcome to what will be probably the last video for Let's Play Resident Evil Revelations. I am the Black Shadow. I say that because I'm recording this before I've actually recorded the last few videos for the standard raid mode, folks, just how it is. But I found some time for us to record and play through the final raid mode stage, folks, and that is the ghost ship. Now the ghost ship, as you can see here, does not have a difficulty. It is its own special stage here. It's a very unique stage as well, for that matter, folks. Ghost ship allows you to access pretty much everywhere in the entire Zenobia, folks. You can reach pretty much any area of the ship that you were able to access during the campaign, folks. It is incredibly large, it is quite long, it is also incredibly dangerous, hence why the recommended level is level 50. But there's a lot of prizes available for those that are willing to go the extra mile. So I hope you guys are going to get comfy because this is going to be a long one. You will also unfortunately notice that unfortunately my co-commentator, Aratura, is not available for this video, folks, unfortunately. So I'm going to be running through this one solo. Now, that does have a couple of interesting kinks to it, at least the game mechanic-wise. A lot of them generally not great, however, unfortunately. As there's only one of us instead of two, the enemies themselves are a little bit actually sort of weaker because I've only got one gun firing at them instead of two. Unfortunately, health's not great, though. Courtesy of the fact that at least when you're co-oping, if you take too much damage, you go into like a critical stage before you then get hit and you die. There is no critical stage when you're playing your own. If you take too much damage, you just die. So you have to, I've been able to be quite liberal with my health usage. Unfortunately, you're going to have to tighten that up, so hey-ho. So before I record the last few stages of all this, folks, it is time for us to take on the ghost ship. Now, I'm sure there are probably people probably watching this with wanting suggestions on how best to equip for this, because the ghost ship is it's an incredibly large stage, and you will be fighting enemies of all levels, from level 1 up to level 60, not 50, not 55, 60, folks. So you've got to be very, very prepared for this, folks. It's not easy in any stretch, and that's just to beat it, let alone trying to clear the entire thing. The problem you'll have with this stage, however, is there are two things that are noticeably lacking from the ghost ship. And that are health and ammo pickups. There are neither. Unless it's changed in 2 years since I last played the ghost ship. There are no actual pickups available for you in the map. This is a significant problem. So, you are going to have to take some steps in order to change this, folks. So, your weapon setup is going to be incredibly important. You'll just have to give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to get hold of my professionalism at work, everyone. Professionalism at work. There we go. Right, sorry about that. I had to get hold of my controller charger. Right, so as far as setup advice is concerned, I know I've played a shitload of RAs. You can tell from the time here. I've played this a lot. I'm going to be honest here. My honest suggestion, because if you've been wanting to beat the ghost ship properly, you'd have been leveling up to like level 50. Now, by the time you've done the all the raid mode stages, you're going to be like about level 45, 46, 47, somewhere around there. So you would have had to have grinded for like the last 3 or 4 levels, which takes forever. The last few levels in raid mode take forever to get hold of. And by the time that you've been sort of just grinding through stages to get up to level 50, you'd have probably have settled on a particular setup or two, like a sort of a general work with most situations setup. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to suggest that you should probably use something that you're familiar and comfortable with here. I don't think, because there's such a variety of situations you're going to find yourself in doing this, I don't think there's really any particular specialist sort of setup. I suppose there's probably some, for particular situations, but you're going to be fighting all types of enemies in all sorts of situations, so I think you want to be trying to stick with something that you're pretty familiar with and you're comfortable with. That goes for characters, and that also goes for weapon sets, so I'm going to go in with my my setup, which I'm very familiar with, and that's using Beach Jill here. And as far as weapons are concerned, I'll be using the setup the standard setup that I'm familiar with, and I'm pretty happy with for pretty much every situation. And that's going with the Samurai Edge, which I've upgraded to Hell, the Sledgehammer, which I've upgraded to Hell, and I'll be going with an Assault Rifle probably for this one as well. You could certainly go with a Sniper Rifle as well, if you're going with someone like Chris or Jessica, they've got Sniper Specialists. Certainly a good Sniper Rifle could be very handy on this stage in certain areas, but personally I prefer having an Assault Rifle, that's just me. You could also, if you want, go with perhaps a Magnum here, but I don't think a Magnum's going to be particularly useful in this stage, just because it's so darn big, and you're only going to be using the Magnum against like the really powerful enemies, and when you take on the really powerful enemies, they're going to have so much health that you're going to be using too much Magnum ammo, I feel, to really make real justified use out of it. So I don't think a Magnum is a great idea here, but that's just me. So what would you be looking to equip your weapon with? Again, I think try and stick something that's reasonably similar. So all my weapons, of course, are going to have damage modifiers on them, as always. I'm going to give damage 5 to the pistol, damage 4 to the sledgehammer here, and I'll give the super duper best one I've got to the assault rifle here. There we go. The assault rifle. Well, let's go by them one by one. So as I said, the thing you're missing, particularly in this, is you are missing ammo pickups and health pickups. Now, as they don't exist, you're going to have to find ways of making them produce yourself, which is going to eat up custom part slots, because you're going to have to rely on equipping some ammo magnets and some fertilizers. Now, you don't have to go crazy with these, to be honest, but you are going to need some. That is certainly true. It's up to you where you want to equip these, but you're going to have to at least have one of each somewhere. Otherwise, you're just going to purely run out, and that's obviously going to be incredibly bad. So as far as equipment's going to go here, I still like having the brass knuckles with this. So I'm going to go and give my brass knuckles. Because also there's so many enemies you're going to be dealing with, you want to be trying to use melee attacks where possible to stretch out your ammo that you do have, which you don't have very much. So I'm going to go Brass Knuckle 2 here. I'm also going to be equipping what is really useful for the Ghost Ship if you have bought the DLC. The Stars custom part is really useful as it increases both your firepower and your critical hit rate. Really, really nice. BSA one's also not too bad, but I'm going to go with some stars here, so that's pretty good there. Something I'll get to in a moment. Now the G36 here, I do like going with, I like having weaponry that's easy gripped, because it increases your physical damage, which is nice, but very importantly, it increases your defense as well, which is really useful, especially towards the end when you're going to be dealing with like enemies that are like level 50 and above, which can hit like an absolute brick shithouse, and you're going to have to be able to do something to counter it. So the G36 being used is really nice for that. You can use any assault rifle here, but I think the G36 is fine. Bear in mind, obviously, you're going to be using like high level 40, level 50 equipment, so all the fire rates of all the weapons you're going to have basically are going to be okay. The only thing you have to bear in mind is reload speeds. So that's something you have to bear in mind. Obviously, if you're not using someone with a machine gun specialist, you're going to use an assault rifle, you're going to need a reloader on this. But luckily, Jill has that, so that's fine. So I'm going to give her a long magazine 10. And I am also going to equip, as I generally tend to do, I'm going to give the, whichever one it is down here, the hunting gear here. You'll be fighting lots of hunters, particularly in this area. Wolf-like creatures, not so much, but you'll be fighting plenty of hunters, especially at the end. There's quite a lot, so that's a nice bonus to have. So I will be equipping that. So as you can see here, although well, I've got these two here. These are equipped as normal. Now, luckily, the sledgehammer here has got a lot of slots here, so this is where I'm going to be equipping a lot of my specialist stuff. So, we've got damage 10 on this already. I'm going to be equipping narrow, as I always do with my shotgun, because I like having it narrowed. And now we need to start equipping stuff to deal with the missing, to deal with pickups here. So, first things first is we are going to go down here and get hold of a fertilizer. So, 25% drop rate for herbs. That's cool. We'll also, I would normally you would want to equip an ammo magnet here, which is certainly useful. There's various types you can equip here. There's a base rate and a increased rate for all of these here. Now, bear in mind, obviously, the ammo magnet you do pick up will have ammo for... it'll give you any type of ammo you have, so... I am very tempted to put a second one on, actually. I'm gonna be honest here. So, for the moment, I'm just gonna give ammo magnet 2. And I'm also gonna put on Infighter, because being a shotgun that is incredibly powerful, Infighter is incredibly useful. So, we go with that. Now, the only problem that I have is I do lack a couple of inventory spaces. So you could have other weapons here, like you could have like using like a PC, which of course has a lot of custom slots, which is very handy for the ghost ship. You could also be using like M3s, have lots of slots here. Some snipers do. This Drake I've got lying around has got somehow 6 slots, which is absurd. P90s as well tend to have a lot of slots. So, to be honest, my only problem with this setup is I don't have a lot of custom slot parts available to me, which is a bit of a problem, but, you know, that's something I'm willing to work with. So I've got all that. Is there anything else I want to do? Because luckily what you'll get as well sometimes when you're doing these, and we will start in a moment, don't worry, it's worth taking time to go through the setup in this one, is when you go through the ghost ship, you will find all sorts of huge parts. It's really special parts. So a couple like the really high damages you can pick up. You pick up some really rare parts. Another part you can pick up on occasion are these cornucopias. Now these you can only really find in the ghost ship. And if you can pick these up, you've done really well, because these will automatically restore ammo to certain weapons. So like here, so I can equip a cornucopia 4, which will mean I get an extra 3 shotgun shells automatically every 30 seconds. Which is amazing. Admittedly, it's only for that one weapon, but, you know, that's something I'm willing to... you could be working with. And it's very useful to have these sort of parts, certainly, except they're incredibly hard to find is the only problem. So, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put these on, because the odds are you guys probably won't have access to these. So, the purposes of you that don't, I'm not going to be equipping this. However, I am going to actually take the stars off here, which kind of hurts, and I'm actually going to put another ammo magnet here. We've got ammo magnet 4 available, so we're going to go with that. So, I'd say it's the only problem, because there's no pickups, you do have to use a couple of slots to make sure that they appear, which kind of hurts, especially my setup, because I don't have a lot of slots, but that's just a sacrifice that I have to make. So, there you go. Right, so that is, again, a rough setup here. I suppose as well, if you're going to be using, like, a sniper rifle, my only suggestion is to go for power per shot. So if you can use like something like you know, obviously a high damage. If you've got outrange, but please put on some outranges. Criticals are very nice. You don't have to worry about piercing at all. Outranges are very good here. If you've got any charge shots, custom parts, they are very handy for sniper rifles, of course. So you know, just set them up for just pure power per shot. Certainly is an advantage. And magnums, as I said, you know, are okay. Oh! I'll be borrowing that. Didn't realise that was on the Magnum. Yoink! Alright then, folks. So, I'm pretty happy with that. So, I think we are going to get cracking. Has been a little while since I last actually played the Ghost Ship, it must be said. But I'm feeling confident. As I said, this is going to be a long video, folks. I might even actually break this up into 2 parts, because it's going to be really bloody long. We'll see how we go.
I'm ready.
Ugh. Feels heinous. I'm on my own. Ugh. Horrible. So, you'll notice that we start back on the deck here, folks, on the little side, where we start the main game. Which, you know, is a thing. I'm also going to turn up the TV because I can't hear a damn thing. That's slightly the rain's fault. So we're going to walk in here, and the first thing you'll notice, level 1? Yeah. What you'll find here when you do this, folks, is that you, as I said, you will encounter enemies of all different types of levels. So you've got to be careful when you're using your weaponry. That you want to be careful when you're dealing with like these easier enemies, folks, because you don't want to use up too much ammo. Be careful here though, because this is a nasty, nasty, nasty trap. Like that. I hate to sleep sometimes. So, yeah, so you want to be really careful here. Ow! Use melee attacks where you can to start off with. It's certainly advised. Wow, this is a bad start. Just because they are early level folks doesn't mean they won't hurt, however. But try and use melee attacks where you can. You want to be trying to save your ammunition as much as you can here to start off with. Especially, remember, there's no pickups at all, so you don't want to go too blast. Music's kind of cool. Oh, hello! Luckily, the arrow magnet I've got should be a cap for these. They're just single shots for them, so it should be okay. You could die. Beauty as well of having the sledgehammer here is that it has automatic, because it's a special weapon that's modified. Yeah, it slows movement speed, which kind of sucks. But the fact is, for that, I get automatic piercing on that gun, which is amazing. And make sure you have some piercing weapons with you for this. It's really handy. Right. Now, we do need to get down here, folks. But unfortunately, not able to right now. We need to find an old key. And what you'll find is that the general progression of this kind of generally follows what you'll be doing for the during, like, in the campaign. So I'm gonna have to. Again, can't be too blasé with your health even. Oh, pierce. I'll make frugal use of the supplies you have, because if you don't, they're gonna disappear, and you've got a problem. If you go through this, it's quite possible you'll do this the first time and not have like an arrow magnet on you. You will very quickly learn that you need them, because you'll think, so I'm running a bit low on ammo here, not seen any ammo yet. Kind of sucks, and then you realise that the game just simply doesn't give you any, because it hates your soul. There's no point opening any lockers or anything like that, there's nothing in there. Hello! You see, we're already up to level 10 here. Ah, there we go. There's our fertilizer kicking in there. Certainly, you know, you'll have to gradually, you know, make sure. Oh, shit, 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 shit! Ah! Bastard. Damn special enemies! Oh, that man's quick. Hey, put that down, sir. That's not right. There we go. Yeah, ammo magnet coming in there as well. So you just got to make use of this every now and again. Just cycle things around nicely. There we go. The machine gun, I'm not going to use the assault rifle too much, I don't think, to start off with. It's more for, like, again, when we start getting a bit more clogged up later on. That was bad. But for now, just hang on, shotgun should get the trick. The machine gun is a for when it gets a bit messy later on. There we go, there's our old key. So, you know, at this point we could now return to the to the elevator and go down it, because what our goal is, we need to make our way to the deck, you know, where we picked up the UAV. That is our goal. And you can go there as soon as you want, and, you know, if you're not too confident, you can beeline straight there. But if you're willing to do the legwork... Oh, I can't actually go through there. If you're willing to do the legwork, there are lots and lots of goodies available for you to get hold of, folks. You know, you can get hold of some special parts that you would not find anywhere else. Well worth your trouble. Cycle back over here. Yeah, you can access almost every area of the main campaign. Not everywhere, but most areas. Hello! Out of my way. Yeah, those things will tend to drop ammo for you. They're like the only thing that they do sometimes drop ammo. Although that might just be because I got the ammo tank. I can't remember. It probably was that. Sorry everyone, I'm lying. Might actually use a bit of machine gun ammo here. Might be a good idea. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's a bad sound. He might only be level 10, everyone. That doesn't mean he can't and won't instantly kill you. Be careful. Right, okay. Got some enemies around here, which we'll be clearing out. Nope. Go. Just be careful when I'm using the machine gun, because this is the only weapon that doesn't have ammo magnet on it, so... Now this is the first area, folks, where you can start deciding where it is you actually want to go. Both areas are available, folks. You can go down into the bilge area and swim down, or you can go through the casino and head into the main hall, folks. We're going to be doing this first. As I say, I do intend to clear every area of the ghost ship here, so we'll be doing that. Get out of it. You'll have lots of swimming areas, as always. So, yeah. I know you guys love the swimming. I know. If you do intend to do all the areas around this game, you are going to have to do a little bit of backtracking here and there, but, you know, that's not too much of a disaster. It's nice to not have to worry about looking around for any items, though. That kind of has its own uses. So, first thing we're going to do is head into the casino. Now, enemies here will be ranging around the 10 to 15 level mark, just so you know. So, again, they're not too dangerous at this point, especially if you are level 50. Well within taking capabilities, but they're going to start hitting a little bit harder. Just be careful. Now, generally, a lot of these enemies you're going to be able to kill very easily, especially the weak ones, because at being lower level, they are a bit slower as well. So that's it. You just got to bear in mind that as you do go, these guys will start gradually hitting a bit harder. Especially the enhanced ones. They can suck it quite nicely. You're not dead, are you? Oh, he's hear another skag dead there. Hello! Ugh. Hello, Mr. Skag Dead number 2! Not approve of this. No, my sledgehammer is... Wow, what a dodge. I just saw something and just pressed X. Just gotta be careful about getting stuck into corners here. That can be, as I say, skag deads, no matter what level they are, they can still instantly kill you, folks. And they will do it. Don't give them a chance. There we go. So there's an old key. So we could use that old key to move through here into the main hallway. And actually, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to head into the main hallway. want to do some a little bit of business in here before we go on. I was tempted to not, but I want to do this first. As we're in decent shape, we've got a lot of ammo and health. I want to clear out one of the slightly more awkward parts of this area first, while I've got some time. So we're going to do that. Right, so, welcome to the main hallway. The grand, decadent place. Yeah. Right, so there are several places we can go from here. As I say, this area will connect you, as always, to pretty much everywhere in the game. So you've got the cafeteria, you've got the promenade deck, you have got the solarium upstairs. You'll also find as well, and it's not easy to notice, if you come over here, I think it's this one, or no, not this one. If you go to the actual elevators, folks, you can't do this in any of the like the Zenobia stages, but in the ghost ship, you can actually head up to the observation deck, folks, which is really craftily hidden. We will be doing the observation deck in a moment, folks, but I want to go to the solarium first. Can we head into the, can we head into here? No. Okay, we can't head into the communications. It's not a huge disaster. But I want to clear off these two little dead-end areas now. Again, while we're in decent shape, I kind of want to target these. Because, say, there's so much to clear. When you're in a decent health situation, you want to be trying to target these little areas when you can. So, let's head into the solarium. Yeah, we're in decent shape here. But you notice how, again, we've not seen any health or ammo, so you just have to use some slots to negate that. Which kind of sucks. Because I know there are probably people that have that use only weapons that are like 4 and 5 slots. That is a bad sound. Oh. Great! Fish. Right. Scamigliones. Yeah, lots of nasty shit here. Damn bullet magnets that they are. Bullet sponges, that might be a more appropriate term. Ah, shit. Yeah. As always, the rock guys, the Dragonizos, I think it is, yeah. They can be a right pain in the arse on higher levels, they really do. There is a Scabiglione over there, which we'll deal with in a moment. Anything in here? Oh, yeah. Ow! Now, only thing you are going to have to be careful of, folks, is your use of, if you decide to use grenades, please bear in mind, unless you've gotten hold, you've given yourself any parts to give you. There's a couple parts you can get hold of that will automatically spawn grenades. Other than that, you will not get any new grenades. So again, make frugal use of these. You want to basically try to keep these to the end, where possible. Right. Now, how do I want to deal with the Scabiglio? I kind of want to take him out from distance. Probably should do. Unfortunately, that's not very effective. So, I'm going to be done. I'm going to go get me some. Do not try this at home, kids. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, there's multiple. Up, up! Oh, shit, oh, boy. Up, upstairs or something. Oh, shit. Up. This fire rate of this handgun when you're down is ridiculous. Yeah. Used a couple of herbs there. I used the second one kind of half accidentally. I didn't mean to do that. But never mind. Now, the area over there looks clear at the moment. But I don't think that's going to remain the case. Listen to the music, everyone. It's like bloody, like Phantom of the Opera. Yep. This game hates your soul. Oh, shit, it hates my soul. Again, this is where the machine gun's really useful for these. Oh, this is a problem. Run, 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 run! Continue running. Luckily, this is where the easy grip... Ow! The easy grip's helping here with the machine gun here. Easy grip's so handy. I've got my shotgun here, which is my basically, the shotgun is my impact weapon. What you need, folks, you need an impact weapon of some kind. If you're not going to use a Magnum, have a really good shotgun, something like that. Big mistake. The great thing is having a really high handgun means if you do get knocked down, it's just absurd fire rate. And we picked up an old key for our troubles, which is nice. Don't think there's anything else for us here. Except, there's an enemy somewhere. Do you see that? I saw that. I think he's back over here. I don't think he's in the middle bit. I could be wrong. That is a bad fucking... Oh my gosh! Run, man! Woman! Depending on what point of view you want to take it as. Oh, it is over there. That's not good. Bye! Yeah. Please, please, please use those physical attacks as whenever possible. Right. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Right, I need to trick this guy to like charge at me so I can get in behind it. That'll do. Nice. Pretty sure that is everything in here, actually. Don't think there's anything back over there. Looks pretty clear. Bit over-egging it, isn't it, folks? Just a little, maybe. Anyways, I believe that's everything, so we just have one little swing through, just to be sure. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually cleared this entire bloody stage, so... My memory's not amazing. But hey. Looks pretty good. Alright. So as you can see here, so, inventory check, not amazing. The solarium does eat up quite a lot of supplies. When you start fighting things like bloody Scabiglios and that sort of thing, they can eat up a hell of a lot of resources because they just take so much bloody damage, which kind of sucks. So you've got to be really careful when you start getting dragged into these. When you're just fighting general oozes and that sort of thing, you can kill quite a high quantity of them for bullet shot, whereas Scabiglions got loads of health, so not so easy. And yeah, that's the result here. So as you can see, we're not terrible on ammo by any stretch, but I suppose I could do with a couple of extra herbs. That just means I just need to use the shotgun a bit so I can get a few more herbs. That's fine. It's not too bad. Okay, so solarium is complete. So with solarium done, our next stop is going to be the observation deck. So let us head up here. Again, when I first did the ghost ship the first couple of times, I did not even realize that this was even available, folks. I didn't know. I did this a few times and didn't realize this was actually available. So I was like, oh, cool. Just walked past it by accident, and I just like, oh, I can open the door. Oh, cool, I can come up. So we'll do this now. Bear in mind, the observation deck itself is not the most pleasant of areas that I remember. So again, if you want to take this on, try and do it earlier. Because trying to do this when you've not got many supplies is a bit of a nightmare. Oh my goodness. It's Hunter City. This is why you have a good assault rifle with hunting gear. Oh, shit. Oh, what a dodge. Worked out nicely. Bastard! That was a terrible time, and I'm dead. Wow. And I'm dead! And I'm dead. Mother... Damn. Just like that. This is the problem when you run solo on hard stages, because enemies can hit you, and if you don't realise it and you don't keep track of your health, you die. It blows. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, everyone. So, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to end the video here. Because I don't want a ghost ship video going. It's going to be like 2 hours. So I probably will split up the ghost ship into a couple of parts or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that one there. And next time, folks, I'm going to really go through the ghost ship and go through the bits we've already done. So I'll meet you guys back in the hallway, in the main hall. And we'll prepare to take on the promenade, the observation deck again. And we will be continuing through more of the ghost ship. Man, I didn't really want to die. I'd have to do that again. Bastard. The ghost ship, everyone. The ghost ship. I'll see you next video.